Is it just me? Oh, I can't tell no lies. So hard for me not to get lost in those eyes. When you look at me like you can see right through, just like these crimson leaves, baby. I think I'm falling for you.
Hi everyone, I'm Squishy and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome! I play sim and cozy games. Today I wanted to give you all a tour of my bind biome in Storybook Vale. I've been really wanting to do a overhaul of the bind since the Storybook Vale DLC came out. I'm super excited to get into the tour and show you all what I've done here in the bind.
No lies. So hard for me not to get lost in those eyes. When you look at me like you can see right through, just like these crimson leaves, baby. I think I'm falling for you. I think I'm falling for you.
So I'm starting things off here in the eastern part of the bind. Over on the very eastern part over here by the water, I decided to put this little town area, which I thought was just super cute. I used the huge Princess Jasmine fountain, as I always seem to do. It's one of my favorite fountains to use in builds. I have a little cute bench here for seating. What I tried to do in this area is I tried to incorporate actually a little bit of blue to offset the orange since they're opposing colors on the color wheel. I think that when you see the blue, like for example over here by the water, it just really brings out the orange, and I think they just look so beautiful together, those two colors. So back here I have some little seating areas. I have some little eating areas over here by Chez Remy and Scrooge's shop, some little benches for seating here, some bushes and some little town clocks here. I also used the wrought iron fence from a bunch of Remy's quests here, as well as obviously the little seating areas here are also from the wrought iron set, the Remy's wrought iron collection. So over here we have Remy's restaurant. I used some of these bind lampposts in here as well. Some more of the fencing. Also have some benches here on the sides and some of the trains and the train tracks from some of the Princess and the Frog items in here. I just put a bunch of bushes and piles of fall leaves and some little fern plants and mushrooms around the fountain to again just try and bring in that theme of the blue and orange colors. And again over here we have the little train area, some little seating areas with bushes, and then we have Scrooge's shop here. And then along this side of the train track, I actually hid a couple lure traps. I'm trying to trap some of these snippets right now in there so that they stop bothering me. And then turning around from this cute little town area here, we have a more natural, lush fall area here. I used the sun-baked earthen road pathing here that is kind of associated largely with Sunlit Plateau, but I thought it went pretty well in this area. Again, I used lots of the beautiful red bushes that you get in the Storybook Vale pack that match perfectly with the bind. Of course, a bunch of piles of fall leaves and beautiful yellow, orange, and just red bushes everywhere, and these gorgeous trees that you get in the bind. I used the haunted gazebo here as well, a little bit of rocks to align the pathing, and I just filled this gazebo with all of my craftables. So I've got my timetable here and my crafting table, and then I have a little cooking station in the gazebo as well. So this little eastern area of town is probably most likely where I will spend the majority of my time, honestly, in the bind, because we've got Scrooge's shop here, we've got Remy's, and then I've got all of my crafting needs over here as well. And then coming away from this eastern area into the bind, sort of traveling west, we have a little cute area over here. So facing this way, I believe this is north, facing north, we have this little cute park area that I decided to put here. I put a bunch of these beautiful trees. I love these huge red trees that just bend. So I put two of them sort of like opposing each other on each side, and then I put two of the smaller orange trees here. As you're going to be seeing throughout this entire bind build, I just use a lot of trees because I wanted the fall vibes to just really come through in this biome, and I didn't want to do too much to like build it up because I just love the natural feel of the grass here in the bind and all of the beautiful colors of the just like the natural forest floor here in the bind. So I wanted to maintain a lot of those natural elements because, you know, that's what we all love the most about fall and autumn. At least for me, that's what I love most. So I used a couple of these lamp posts here, put a few benches, and then I put this fountain here, this fountain that goes perfectly here in the bind. And then I just surrounded this area with a bunch of beautiful fall trees. I put a couple of picnic benches here, some little potted plants, some little marigolds there, and then I kept my mining node accessible here. And then behind this big beautiful tree, I actually have my ancient vacuum, so I can come here and clean up the biome when I need to. So that is this little park area over here. So turning around from the park, this is my little home area, home base area here in the bind. I wanted to make sure and keep it close to the little city core area over there so I can easily access Scrooge's shop, Remy's restaurant, and all of my little craftables over there in the pavilion. So I kept my house close by. In front of my little house, I just put a bunch of bushes and pumpkins, little potted plants, and mushrooms. Just wanted to keep it, again, really natural. I put these adorable little leaf barrels here as well. Lots of gorgeous different colored trees. And so I set this house skin as my main house skin, and then I simply created a duplicate, turned that one around, and put it next to this one to make it look like a larger sort of manor style house here. Moving on now from my sort of home base area here, we also have Goofy's stall. Also wanted to keep that super close by to my house so I can easily access it here in the bind. And then close to Goofy's stall, I put this gorgeous orange tree behind a bench and some little bushes here. I put some pathing here to go across the bridge, and then you can still access this little rockway over the water here. I put a bunch of these cute little Princess and the Frog little lotus looking things here, and then a little dinghy boat there. I also have a couple of little picnic tables here on the edge of the water behind my house for some little seating areas. So coming across the bridge to the western area of the bind, I have a cute little area here with a canoe and some boats over here on this side. I just love how the blue water and the orange sort of forest floor accent each other and just look so beautiful over here in this area. It's so pretty and natural. And then over here we have this cute little trick-or-treating area that I decided to put over here under this little gazebo here, just off the side of the stairs. I decided to put this area here because I have a cute little sort of corn maze farm over here to the right. I decided to put some pumpkins and corn here on this little adorable autumn farm here. We have Belle's Cottage is sort of serving as the little farmhouse. I used the little fall banner here, the marigolds, the potted marigolds, and some little orange bushes. As you can see, I planted a bunch of corn and pumpkins here. I kind of wanted to give it a little bit of a like corn maze vibe with the little scarecrows, the little centerpiece, the little Mickey centerpiece here. And then in front of Belle's house, I put these cute little pumpkin stacks, and I put these fruit trees and the little harvestable trees here. And then next to those, I put the fall wagon, and then again the little leaf barrel here. I just surrounded Belle's cottage, the little makeshift farmhouse. I just surrounded it and put a ton of these gorgeous fall trees all around it and behind it as well. And then behind Belle's house, I actually hid all of the flowers and another ancient vacuum, if you can see back there. So I've got those nicely hidden behind the little cottage farmhouse. So this is our cute little fall farm we have here. I'd like to imagine that, you know, the characters can come here during autumn and pick their pumpkins and sort of do cute little corn mazes and whatnot. And then we have that little area over there for some cute little autumn crafts and trick-or-treating. And then turning around from the little fall farm over here, we have an adorable little neighborhood area that I decided to put over here in this corner with the little mushroom house. And we've got this adorable little sort of autumn themed Halloween house. And then over here we have that little, gosh, I don't know what this house is called, but this is also another premium shop skin house here too. So I sort of wanted to make this look like a little private enclosed neighborhood area over here. So I put these cute little potted marigolds, the red bushes here, some pumpkin stacks, some orange bushes, some more fall leaves here. And then I put a bunch of little lanterns around this area for lighting at nighttime. I used some of this fencing here as well on either side. And then this is what it looks like when you enter into the cute little neighborhood area. Just use a bunch of the little base game rocks to make some little adorable paths up to each house. I also put this cute little tree decoration here, which is also decoration included in the DLC. And then this is what this house looks like over here. I put some cute little decorations around it as well. Some stacked pumpkins and a little potted plant over here. And then I put a couple more marigold potted plants here in front of the mushroom house and a couple of these cute little orange bushes. So that is the adorable little neighborhood area over here in the fall biome. And then over here I decided to put the fairy godmother's house. Thought that looked really cute there, just tucked away in that little corner. I decided to not go for pathing in this area because, like I said, I'm kind of just in love with the sort of natural forest floor of the bind. I love the leaves everywhere and the orange color of the grass. I just think it is super cute. So this is what I ended up doing over here. I kept it very largely simple in the bind. And then I also want to show you all a little bit of what I did up here as well. The really cool thing about the Storybook Vale DLC is that you can actually decorate up here in some of these areas of the bind, which I just love because I think this area is so beautiful. So I decided to once again put my favorite fountain here, the Princess Jasmine fountain. And what the sort of setting the scene for you all in this area, I really wanted to make it like there was a huge Thanksgiving dinner going on here. So I put some little menu boards and pumpkins for when you enter in here. We have this gorgeous little Thanksgiving table spread here since Thanksgiving is a huge fall holiday here in the US. So I have my little Thanksgiving dinner table here with a bunch of chairs. I like to imagine this is where all of the villagers gather together around Thanksgiving to have their Thanksgiving meal. We have some cute little benches here as well, flanked with a couple of pumpkins and a couple of these small little cute fall trees. We've got a little flower bed behind there, some more of these cute little wheelbarrows, and some more decor around the edges there. You can see I've got some of the potted marigolds, some more of those little trees with the candles, and some more of the red bushes there on either side. And then we have the design mirrored over here as well on this side. I haven't yet decorated the inner part of the Library of Lore, but I have a feeling that the bind is going to be an area that I'm going to want to decorate and redecorate very frequently because it's actually a really decent size. It's small enough to where it doesn't feel super overwhelming to be constantly decorating and redecorating it. So I have a feeling that especially around every autumn time, I'm gonna want to be redecorating the bind area for sure. Thank you all so much for touring the bind with me today. I also wanted to give a huge shout out and lots of love to our 2 members of the Squishy Squad, Morgane and Rosie Rain 126. Hope you all enjoyed the tour, and I will see you all in the next one. Want exclusive perks? Join the Squishy Squad for $4.99 a month. Get early video access, badges, emojis, polls, exclusive posts, and behind the scenes content. Hit join below or check the link in the description. Not ready to join? Show some love with super thanks and I'll shout you out. However you choose to support, whether it's through memberships, super thanks, or just watching and liking, thank you so much. You all make this community amazing and I appreciate every single one of you. See you in the next video.